So, Mr. Keny, welcome on stage.
Thank you so much. And I'm timing myself to 3 minutes. So we're going to be done soon. Oh, can we pull up the deck? Yeah. Thank you so much, Beatrice, and thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around. We're Boomitra. We recently won the Earthshot Prize, very importantly, under the Fix Our Climate category. Just to tell you all that soils are a very, very, very viable carbon sink. Next slide, please. Yeah, so as some of our friends were saying, farmers are spending close to $368 billion a year from their own income for adaptation. What we're trying to do is we're trying to provide them with additional layers of financing through carbon credits, maybe it's voluntary markets, soon Article 6, so that they can adopt better practices. Next slide, please. And yeah, what's the problem today in the Global South? We're a Global South focused entity. Farm sizes are very, very small. Information asymmetry is a big, big challenge, creates a lot of mistrust among the entire carbon supply chain. And of course, measuring soil carbon through conventional methods is extremely tedious. In some countries we work in, a soil sample through soil testing could cost as much as $80, right? And what we do, next slide, please. You can skip this one, next slide. What we do is we partner with local organizations who help farmers and ranchers and pastoralists adopt improved land management practices, which lead to an increase in soil carbon. We then measure this soil carbon using our remote sensing technology, go through a third-party certification, basically a UNFCCC certified carbon auditor, to generate a carbon offset, which we then trade with companies who have made commitments to go towards net zero. Whatever value is generated, most importantly, the super majority of that is transferred back to the communities that we work with. Next slide, please. Yeah, you can skip this one. Next slide, please. Yeah, and we're trying to go at this with an ecosystem-based approach. We provide our farmers with the amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, soil moisture, all of this ecosystem funded by carbon so that they get access to finance, extension support, as well as data. So, this is a more of an ecosystem-based approach that we're trying to put forth. Next slide, please. And yeah, these are just some of our partners. There's so many more, so many amazing nonprofits, for-profit entities that we work with. Creating partnerships, creating sort of a top-down approach is extremely important for us. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is our portfolio. So you can see we're working with the degraded grasslands in the Chihuahua and the Sonoran deserts, to the half-acre farmer in India, to the nomadic pastoralists in the Masai Mara, which, as our first speaker said, is an amazing terrain to be in. Next slide, please. Yeah, so you can, the left, on the first photo, the left side is our carbon farmer in the Chihuahua desert. And on the right side is a conventional farmer. So you can see this is on the same day taken 3 to 4 months back. And on the right-hand side, it's sort of a mixture between digital technologies being put forth by our partners on the ground and the farmers, of course, converting them into actionable insights. And yeah, that's what I'll end with here, because these things work. We just need to come together and scale them up on a massive, massive scale. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I went above time. Yeah.